Good morning, everyone. It's July 9th, 2023. I want to do a follow-up video on Carole. I've just put it up, and how difficult that was to go through even that interview, because she was absolutely terrified. She didn't want her face being seen at all. She was afraid of reprisals from the woman who beat her up, or the other people that she was also stating that were apparently following her before she was beaten up. I want to go over a few things that she did say that in the video as well, like for an example, how this is again what I've reported before, is where we've had incidences, excuse me, my phone's falling here, where other people have been beaten up, and of course the shepherds always blame them. It's their fault. Now, how can you blame a 78-year-old woman who is literally sleeping in her bed, just trying to get some sleep, and someone comes in and decides to beat up on her, which is what happened in this case. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble with the video here. There, that's better. And so this is one of the things that I mentioned in previous videos too, that a lot of people have been telling me, even though they don't want to show their face on my videos, that they get blamed for it. If they show their face, they're afraid they're going to have reprisals. So this is nothing new here. Also, we've got a little bit of information on her son. Apparently she wasn't abandoned by the sound of it. He's living down somewhere in California with her grandson, from what we got from that. She's so ashamed of being beaten up, which is normal for people her age. Like, she figures she should still be able to look after herself, which obviously she's unable to do at the moment, and is afraid of being placed, or afraid of her son actually finding out, because she kept repeating, "Oh, I don't want him to know that I got beaten up." So it's a difficult situation, which anyone who's had to deal with seniors before can understand this problem here. And of course, for the little bit we were able to understand from her, was that he worked somewhere in California, something to do with computers. And I don't know if there is a Belair, California or not, because I certainly don't know California at all. But it would be wonderful if we get in touch with her, because she says she has no phone number on him, and she can't even reach him. We were also able to find out that a little bit more, after I turned the camera off as well, that apparently she had some friends or something in Manotick, or near Manotick. And she said something, she was staying near Manotick. Like, she's quite confused. She's confused at times, but she does talk a lot, and she talks about the old things. For example, we found out more that she was talking about, I believe, her aunt and her mother were beaten up, possibly spousal abuse, from what it sounded like. So she may not have come from the best background at the same time. So it's just like we're learning little bits and pieces of the story as we go. She's a very, very sweet lady. She's only about 5'2", if that, and fragile. And then for the shepherds to blame her sleeping in bed for being attacked is ridiculous. And then, of course, she mentioned in the video, between trying to translate and everything here as well, that she apparently got kicked the girl in the stomach who attacked her. She got that in, and she apparently hit her with her fists a bit, and she got a little bit of a description of the woman that apparently attacked her. And she had what looked like, she said she hurt her finger, and she showed us she had her finger was also hurt in the incident, and she also had some stitches on the wrist, and I'm not sure if that was due to that or not, but it sounded like it may have been due to that for the attack. But she still had the black eye. She still had all the her side of the face was all still blue and black and purple a bit. You could still see that. Now, this is very alarming to me, because being a senior, thankfully I've got a daughter. I know she would never let this happen to me. But it's getting hold of these people, and this is one of the reasons why I was saying on my videos, if anyone knows anything, like she apparently was born in Montreal. Her father was apparently born here in Ottawa, or I think Manotick possibly. She's 78 years old, and she may have a cousin as well living somewhere near Montreal as well. And it would be good if anyone can put this out in the area and see if anyone's possibly missing or hasn't heard from a woman about 78 years old, one of their relatives, that could possibly get in touch with me over my my YouTube channel here on my comment section, and maybe we can find out and get this poor woman help, because it's really frightening to all of a sudden she's put right back into the same situation and she's scared. And Julie and I said she doesn't have to be scared. She's got some friends down here. The community association is aware of it. We're going to be on top of this. It's not going to be something that's going to be neglected like what we've seen. And one of the best things I've seen on senior abuse that we've all witnessed, because people going in to the old age homes with hidden cameras, and this is well documented on W5, so this is not something out of my imagination, has been brought forward as well, the abuse. Then, of course, we've seen the what's happened during the pandemic, and the toll that it took on the seniors, not only the families that couldn't get inside, but the fact they didn't even have air conditioning for the seniors when all this was going on during the pandemic. And how many seniors did we lose there? And the abuse but it was neglect due to the fact we didn't even have enough staff to care for all these people. So it brought forward a lot of things as well that came out of this, and I don't think we're doing the best possible things, because, again, I remember the interview that I did, I think it was December the 8th, with the president of the Lower Town Association here, and we spoke with one of the board of directors of the Shepherds, and he was complaining about how hard it was. Oh, don't make a waves, it's so hard to get volunteers to go in and help out, and we can't get the volunteers, and you're going to scare them off. Well, what I'm seeing with the kind of abuse, and when we've got so many people with so many different problems, the mental health issues in here, we should have mental health people staffed by them. If it's going to be a nonprofit, they should be hiring staff that are prepared to deal with all this that we're dealing with right now and what these people have to do. But we're very much afraid that she's going to get beaten up again. But we're doing whatever we can from our end to try and ensure that this does not happen again. But to beat up on a 78-year-old woman is not right. But I just wanted to brief you in on a little bit more. I may have some more to say later, but this is what I have to say for the moment. And take care, everyone. And like I said, I hope we can do something for our seniors, because they do not deserve this, because I've seen so many videos online on YouTube about how dogs are abandoned, how they're starved, how they're treated. Is this the way we want to treat our own human seniors at this point? You know, we have a lot to think about, and our society really needs to stop and to start thinking what we really need to do to look after our people. And that's all our people, and all four nationalities here I'm talking about, all four races here. We need to start looking after one another. So that's what I have to say today. And take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you again soon. And bye-bye.